Hi guys. So if you're heading into this new week trading blind, stop because that's a disaster about to happen. My name is OT and welcome to the warm up. So the warm up is a series on this channel where we come together week in week out to plot our trading plan, set our golden schematics on how best to profit off of these markets. Hurry up and subscribe to the YouTube channel so you don't miss out on all this juice.
Okay, guys, welcome into my stream. This is the warm up. So, this is how it's going to be. We're going to start by looking at the markets with the highest probability setups. And after we identify these markets, we're going to go into our trading plan for the week. And, which usually going to comprise of the golden schematics and everything else. I'll be explaining those things in details later on. So, first of all, to save us time, I have gone through the markets. Usually what I do is I go into my watch list, which has quite a number of markets from crypto to commodities and indices and forex pairs, and then I pick the best one that align with our trade, the markets I like to trade, and my whole trade system. So I've picked those already, so we'll just go into them right away. Now this is the list. So on the top of the list we have BTC. I'll show you BTC. So we usually start from the weekly time frame. That's how I like to analyze my markets. We go weekly time frame. And from the weekly time frame, we identify the trend. Beautiful. It's a trending market. With BTC has been trending for the longest time since 2022. So we know that we're trending to the upside and we want to trade in line with the trend. So we're looking for buy opportunities. Simple, straightforward. Now we go down to lower time frames. So we're going to go down to the 4 hour time frame. Now, I've already plotted out my maps, my key levels, and all these levels check out perfectly. So, I'm not here to explain those. I'm just here to show you my markets and what I'm looking out for this week. So, yeah, we can see this very simple, straightforward downtrend, a pullback. Market gave us a pullback and then it broke out. This is sort of like a retest or consolidation, and the market bought all the way to the upside. Now it's pulling back. I drew this arrow sometime yesterday and the market is doing exactly what I predicted. So we're going to be waiting and looking out for a 1 hour bullish candle. You see a 1 hour bullish candle, then this is a no-brainer trade. A 1 hour bullish candle, which is coming out like, it's looking like it's coming out very soon. 1 hour bullish candle on BTC, and this should be a no-brainer trade. This is a 1 to 2 risk to reward. Stop losses are going to be somewhere here. You can tighten it a bit, but somewhere here is fine. So from here to 110, that's a solid 1 to 2 risk to reward. That's a dope ass trade for BTC. That's the first thing on our radar, right? Next, we have XAUSD. XAUSD, gold. Right now, gold is selling. Ideally, gold is the bullish market. Yes, I could just show you guys. So gold has been trending to the upside for a while, for a minute now. See, this market is a bullish trending market, but we have come into a period of consolidation. Now, these are not good times to trade, right? This market has been very frustrating to trade over the past couple of weeks, over the past 2 months, actually. So to be honest, I don't like selling gold, but I'm very sure that the market is gonna still sell to the downside, still pull back, pull into this region. I don't know how, it's most likely gonna still pull back into this region, probably reject it, I'm not sure, and then start buying, or we break below it and still come to test this trend line. So right now, I don't have a position I am looking out for to trade on gold. I'm just very sure that the market is there's still much more room to the downside on gold. So like I said, we're looking for the highest probability setups. This gold is just here because I always like to trade gold. I'm a gold trader. So now we move on to USD CHF. USD CHF, beautiful. I like what I see on USD CHF. Like I said, let's go down to the weekly time frame again. Very quickly, very quickly, the market was in a bit of a range for a minute, up and down and up and down. We can clearly see that it broke it, retested this, and then pushed to the downside. Ideally, if we go back to see that, yeah, this is the next level target, but we don't have to wait for this market to get to this point. Halfway is much halfway is this is ideal in my opinion, somewhere around here. the market is definitely going to come and touch somewhere around here. We can see that on the weekly time frame. So that's why I have this green take profits here, and I've had this for a long time. Like I drew this pullback for a long time. So, anyways, we're very sure that the market is going to come and touch this region. I'm very, very sure about that. So, I'm going to go down to a 4 hour time frame as well, yeah, to see where my entries are going to be and what's going to happen. So, if you look at charts very well, I already drew this. Market is going to pull back into this region. Most likely, we're going to see a pullback into this region, and then a continuation of that pullback will we are going to enter, we're going to execute trade. So we have USD CHF. This is what we're looking for this week. This is how we're looking to trade the USD CHF this week. For more sales to the downside, solid 2.6 risk to reward on USD CHF. Let's move down to Euro USD. Euro USD as well. We can see again that on the weekly time frame or in the daily time frame, it's quite obvious the market has been ranging for quite a bit from here to here, down back to this region. Now, the market is showing us that it's pushing all the way back up to this region, right? Just like this arrow is indicating. So we have a clear direction. We know the market is going to keep going up. So we are just looking for pullbacks. We're waiting for the pullback. I like to trade pullbacks. That's how I trade. So yeah, this has been 1, 2, 3. That's how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's like six to seven green candles. We are definitely going to be expecting, you should be expecting a red candle this week. So when that red candle shows itself, we will be looking for entries to continue buying to the upside. It's just that simple. Euro USD, we're waiting for a proper pullback, and then we will execute our trade on Euro USD. Ideally, it should come into this region. If we draw our Fibonacci, like I like to trade, all the way to this region, yep, this is exactly where we should be seeing our entry. So yeah, that's what we're looking out for on Euro USD. Let's move down to GBP USD as well. GBP USD, very beautiful. Yes, if you look at this, pretty much the same thing. Pretty much the same thing. Our overall target is for the market to get all the way to this point. You can see that on a daily time frame. Yep. Overall target is for the market to get all the way to this region, this price, this area, right? And the market is clearly doing that. It's clearly been moving to that region since the beginning of the year. So this is a no-brainer. We know the market is going to keep buying all the way to this point. Now our job is to find entries, right? Our job is to find the right entries, the right point where we can actually capitalize on this. It's been green for like how many days now? Very, very bullish candles. So ideally, we should see a red candle this week. Um, by Monday, Tuesday, I'm not sure. But from the price action I am seeing, I expect this market to sell on Monday because before the market closed, it was giving us something of head and shoulder, kind of. This is like a left shoulder, a head, right shoulder, something like that. And then it's retesting this region. So if I see a red bearish engulfing candle come out of here on Monday morning, yeah, we might want to catch this sell because this is solid 1 to 2 risk to reward. Maybe it'll give us a very, very nice sell all the way to this point, and then we catch that. But overall, we're actually looking to actually capitalize on the buys, and these buys we are most likely going to hold all the way to this point. But at a 1 to 2 risk to reward, 1 to 2, I would like to take about 60% to 80% of my trade out of this markets. But that's we'll talk about that when we're talking about our rules of engagement and our golden schematics. So let's move on to the next market, which is USD CAD. USD CAD, I've been calling USD CAD shorts for a minute now, and the market just pulled back into this region. I think we sold somewhere here, and then the market just pulled back into this region, and then just blasted and tested this retest. So like I said before, we're looking for sales on USD CAD. This market is already bleeding to the downside. We're still going to be looking for more positions to stack on the sales, but because of the way the socio-economic war going on right now with America, it'll be wise for us to consistently take what the market gives us. But I'll talk more on that when we're talking about our golden schematics. So yeah, let's move on. USD CAD, we're looking for more sales on USD CAD. Okay, let's move on to GBP NZD. Now, GBP as well, it's a trending market. Like we like to trade trending markets. You can see that on a weekly time frame and on a daily time frame. The market is still trending to the upside. It's been trending since 2023. So yeah, we're still looking for more buys on GBP up until the market shows us a shift in market structure. We are still going to be looking um for long positions or buy positions basically. Now, if we go down to a daily time frame, we can now see that the market even giving us like some sort of multiple bottom at this region. It did a double bottom here, came here, did another one, bullish engulfing candle coming out of this region. It's a no-brainer that this market is going to keep buying. Now, uh, how are we going to enter this market? I am looking for, like I said, I like to trade pullbacks. So if this market pulls back into this region, if this market still, gives us a sell, because I'm predicting that GBP is going to sell a little bit this week. So if that also, pushes GBP NZD to sell a bit, then we are looking for that pullback. But if we see, okay, let me say the rule for this market for us to enter GBP is this: if the market pulls back properly, right, and starts to give us indication for buys, beautiful. That'll be perfect. But if the market starts to buy from here and just keeps buying, and it's buying and buying and buying, we'll have to wait for the market to buy above this region, right? Pull back, and then we can now enter. So that's going to be our route for GBP. At the end of the day, we're literally just waiting. We just need two good trades this week. Two good trades, 1 to 3 risk to reward, risk 1% of our account, and we're good. That's all we need this week. So that's our plan. So yeah, let's move on beyond all of that. Now, okay, I should have done this earlier. I like to check DXY because I'm trading dollar quote pairs. I'm trading pairs that are all quotes to the dollar. So why? Let me just explain why I like to trade, why I like to look at the dollar index. Very simple. So we're checking out the dollar index. You can see that dollar has been trending for the longest time since 2021. The market went into a range consolidation as usual, and then it broke below this region. It bought into this region, and then it's still selling to the downside, right? So the market has not given us, dollar hasn't given us any. Sorry about that. The dollar has not given us um any candlestick pattern or shift in structure to show that we are going to continue, or where we want to keep buying. On the other hand, the dollar has just been collapsing to the downside. And if the dollar is selling, what happens to all these other pairs they are buying, right? Except USD CAD. So the dollar is selling, GBP is going to buy, EUR is going to buy, USD CTF is going to sell, and USD CAD is going to sell. So that's why I like to look at dollar. But on the daily time frame, you can see that the dollar has been selling for a couple days. 1, 2, 3. It's like, so this is like 5 days of pure seller bear dominance. So I'm expecting green candles to come out, and I am expecting these green candles to come out somewhere around here. That's why this level is here. So I expect the bulls to, show their prowess around this area, right? So I'm expecting some sort of a fight somewhere here, some sort of friction somewhere here within this week. And that friction is going to cause the pullbacks that I need on all these markets. So that's what I'm looking out for the week. And thank you guys for watching. See you on the next one.